Alright, everyone, it's time to say Happy Yule and Merry Christmas, Merry various festivities, fucking Festivus, Hanukkah, whatever the hell you're celebrating. Too many holidays, just celebrate whatever, it doesn't really matter. If it's in the name of a deity, okay, well, it's acceptable because you get, boiled dinners and cake and stuff like that. Christmas cookies. It's time to talk about a little bit of a progress update, but first, it's time to drink my own piss. I'm just joking, it's pickle juice. By the way, unironically do enjoy dill pickle juice. Some people think that's weird. I think it's fucking delicious. Some people are like, I was asking people, do you take the pickle, like the dill pickle, you go to a restaurant, you get fries, chips, whatever, and like squeeze the juice out on them? People thought that was weird, and then I'm like, well, a lot of people like vinegar chips, so what's the fucking difference? Other than it's pickle juice instead of vinegar itself straight. It's time to talk about progress, though, over this last year. It's close enough to New Year's. Now we can sort of see where the channel's gone, not just here on YouTube, and BitChute and Dailymotion, wherever you're watching. DTube, but all of the other various presences. Pretty much everything is ahead of expectations, with two exceptions. Number one on Twitter, which is hilarious, since that was the first platform I sort of adopted as a notification machine, and I actually do, post quite a bit there, which shows that Twitter's having problems. And the other's Patreon. It's like the entire year's gains were wiped out in the last month because of the Sargon bullshit. So it's like, it sort of broke even there. Whatever. I still believe that alternatives will eventually take hold. It's not like I hate Patreon, it's just they make dumb decisions, so they're not necessarily ahead of anything. On Twitter, approaching 52,000 people following there. It's quite a few. My expectation was around 50 to 55, so it's about on par. Nothing spectacular, but when you compare that to every other platform that I'm active on, like on YouTube, for instance, 332,000 subscribers looks like it'll be the end year total. That's a fucking hell of a lot, because the uppermost number that I had expected was about 320. That was the uppermost estimate. At the beginning of the year, I said, well, roughly, I would say 270,000 to 320,000. It shot ahead of that. It's now more than 10,000 ahead of it already. I would say that's significant. On BitChute, I never expected to have anywhere near as many subscribers as I do currently. I expected it would be 15, 20,000. Which is certainly a lot of people. Instead, it's over 33 at the moment. It might hit 34 before the end of the year. On Minds, it's approaching 30,000. Again, never expected it. It's over 20,000 on Gab. I had expected, respectively, 15 and 10 for them. Like, I actually had a list, prediction-wise, that I drew up, but around midsummer, because everything was ahead, I just abandoned it, and I'm like, I'm not even going to bother. And it's funny. I've actually sold a lot more books than I expected. I've gotten a lot more crypto than I expected, especially during that lull when it looked like it was collapsing anyway. I think people freed up. They started sending me more, and then it just sort of recovered hundreds of dollars of value per Bitcoin alone, and Ethereum's way up and stuff. So I feel happy that I decided to hold on to it. But I'm like, it's not going to make me a huge profit after taxes anyway if I sell it back off. It's no point. But yeah, pretty much everything is ahead of expectations, including on Steemit and Dailymotion. Which, by the way, a lot of people are like, why do you even bother to use it? Well, I'm hyper-competitive. I want to have a Dailymotion platform. Plus, it provides an excellent video backup as well, and it doesn't really require much extra time. It's the same exact content. They have an app, people on smartphones can access Dailymotion. Why wouldn't I want to put it there? It's in a fairly user-friendly format. And then Steemit slash DTube, very much the same. The only caveat being everything's like, encrypted, blockchain and everything. I think it's quite a gap between the users of standard video hosting. BitChute has done a lot to make it more simplistic and straightforward, and something like Steemit. Steemit's a little more complex. It's not really a beginner's website. It's more like, hey, you sort of understand these various concepts, you can make use of it. It took me a little while. I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to be doing here? So yeah, fine Christmas time, yeah. Had to do gift stuff this morning. I joked about having to clean up all the reindeer shit. Thought that was a funny one. So yeah, happy holidays in every way. No, I am not offended, by the way, if you tell me Merry Christmas despite not believing in Jesus. I don't give a damn because I'm not politically correct, so it doesn't bother me at all. And by the way, I'm wearing my stereotypical Christmas gear. This is my winter attire. And then in summer, you got to cover up and wear, like, the Black Gothic clothes and stuff. It's just sort of, it's just sort of the way things work around here in topsy-turvy land. That's about all. Peace out.